Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Steven Joseph. Welcome to Elo Chess channel. Yeah, I titled this video Zero Elo Chess because this series, I'm about to embark on a series where if you don't have any knowledge at all about chess, nothing at all, you don't know what pieces are pieces, you don't know what all of these what these are, you don't know what these are. I'm here to take you through the journey from zero elo to the best you can be. And yeah, I hope it's, yeah, I hope you enjoy every single thing I will be sharing. If you also want me to be your coach, yeah, if you're interested in me being your coach, it's fine. You can reach out to me. Just let me know in the comment sections. I want to tell you about all of my ways, all of my journey, how I find myself into this chess realms. Some couple of years ago, 3 years back, or probably, yeah, it should be 3 years back, a friend introduced me to chess. I have zero knowledge about what chess are. Yeah, I've never seen it in my entire life. I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Africa, I'm from Edo State, Benin, Edo State, Ekpedo, precisely one of the smallest community you can see in Akuku, Edo. So basically, I have no clue, nobody in my zone know anything or tell me anything about chess. But unfortunately for me, when I went to school during my school days, a friend introduced to me what chess is, and it was like, all right, this is chess. He showed me the pieces. I mean, just because of how fascinating I take it to be, I mean, I pick it up from there. So, which is why the way it's been introduced to me, that particular year, I'm going to guide you through every single steps you need to know to grow to the highest level you want, to be the best you want. So let's get the journey started. Real quick, someone actually wants me to do this series, and yeah, I hope it works. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it, please. All right, let's go. Now, the first thing I want you to know, the board comprises of 64 squares. Yeah, just in case you don't even know how it works, all of these pieces, if you can't, then they are all 64 squares. So yeah, I will be doing series by series based on what you ask in the comments, what you want the next video to be like. Let me know in the comments. This is what I want, and I will make a video about it. Just straight up from your comments, just straight up from your comments. Tell me exactly what, I mean, if you are zero elo, what is going on? If you are zero elo in chess, you completely have no knowledge, or your elo is like 0 to 1000, 0 to 500. Let's say precise, 0 to 500. Just let me know what content you want me to make in the next video, and I will do it. So let's go. The first one is, these are the chess pieces. All of these, they are called chess pawns. All right, if you can see, the board is divided into like two sides. You have the black pieces, you have the white pieces. The second rank on the board is the pawns, while the first rank on the board are the royalties. Like, you have this and this as the rooks, this and this and are the knights, and you can also call them horse because it look like, why not, it look like horse. These and these are the bishops, I mean, the bishop precisely, and these are the royalties, precisely the king. This is the king and this is the queen. Also, the black has the same rooks, pawns. All of these are pawns. Knights, bishop, queen, and king. Here we go. And in a 64 board, ooh, there's a lot to learn about chess, bro. There's a lot to learn about chess. You might want to know how these pieces works. Probably, yeah. Let me come up with something that will make it even more interesting. So some of you might see the pieces in real life. Unlike me, when I get to know about chess, I have no clue how the pieces look like in real life. Yeah, some of you might have seen it. Yeah, if it's clear enough, I don't know. But this is the knight lightning. I mean, you can see all of these pieces. This is the white knight. All of these pieces are there, are even bought. Unfortunately, this is the king. If you see the one on your screen plus the one I'm holding, it looks exactly the same. This is the king. So we'll be discussing about every single pieces, you know. We will be discussing on how you can play chess from crash and learn and grow. Bro, I will take you to that journey if you just come and just let me know what you want me to do. So let's head on to it. First, the pawn, they move up. I mean, they move in one direction. This pawn can only move straight down, like pow, pow, like pow, like that, like that, like that, like that, that. But the one interesting thing is that the first move of the pawn, it can move twice in a row, and after moving twice as the first time it moved, the next move you want to make, it can only go 1 square until he get to the down part. Another thing is that the pieces this pawn capture only diagonally. Yeah, only diagonally. All right, let me show you what I mean by only diagonal. All right, this and this. Now these pieces are seeing each other like this. This is the only way this pawn can capture whatever is on his front on this diagonal. He cannot touch. He dare not. He can't touch. That is the rules. Chess have a rules. So we are going to be debunking. We are going to be talking about all of the rules. Chess out. So he can only capture this direction. After that, he can't capture. I mean, he can capture. Now this one is saying this one can also capture. That is the rules of chess. All right. And another interesting thing about pawns is this crazy stuff. Okay, yeah, before that, let me tell you something. The pawns, when it get to the last rank, oh, how do I even show it? All right, let's make something happen. How to let's say he doesn't capture, he goes here. Let's say this. I mean, I just want to show you what capability the pawn is. So if the pawn gets to the last rank, the pawn can turn to a rook or a knight, a bishop or a queen, but he can never turn to a king. You can only have one king in the entire games. In the entire games, you can only have one king, but he can turn to a rook, he can turn to a knight. For instance, yeah, I want to promote. All right, let's say black makes a move and I want to promote this. Let's say I promote it. Yeah, look at all of the pieces I can promote it to, either a queen or a knight or a rooks or a bishops. Just how the pieces I can promote these two. Now, one last thing about the pawns, because like the pawn give birth to every single pieces on the board. I mean, if he get to the last rank, he can give birth to anything, the BU, the knight, queen or bishop, except for the king. So one last interesting thing about the pawns is the rules that is known as en passant. All right, I will show you how do I make that happen. So let's say we go here. Let's say he makes move. Let's say we go here now. Yeah, this is how the rules of en passant goes. Now if the pawn are sitting side by side like this, side by side, and you move up two, you know, remember when I told you that the pawn can move twice on the first turn? So yeah, now they are shouldering side by side. This sweet black pawn can take en passant. This is what we call the rules in chess en passant. Yeah, that is that about the pawns. Every other thing you will learn it during the journey. Now, the second thing on this series, I'm just going to show you every single thing you know about the pieces. So the rooks, yeah, these rooks, let's bring it out. These rooks can move like a cross. I mean, like a cross, something like this. Yeah, the rook can move only, but sorry, the rook can move like a cross, something like this. Yeah, it means that if the rook is here, If there's no pieces on its way, it can jump to the square. If there's a pieces on its way, it can capture the pieces. Unlike pawn that capture diagonally, the rook captures every single thing on its path. If there's anything on its path, I mean, like if there's black pieces here, the rook can just capture it because the path is clear. There's nothing blocking the rooks. There's no other pieces blocking the rook, so the rook can just capture. To get the point. Let's say for all right, yeah, along the line we'll learn it. All right, let's talk about the bishop. Oh no, sorry, the knight. Yeah. This one is little bit creepy. The knight is little bit creepy because the knight move like L shapes, like this, like L. So 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, turn. L shapes. So this is the knight is here. I mean, if you check 1, 2, turn. So it's going to turn like this. So if the knight want to move, it can go here, it can go here from the starting point, because yeah, there's no way it can also go here. Just in case, it can go here. Look at it from the starting point, it can jump to 3 square. Each any of this square you want to go to. So let's say for instance, he jump to this square. Yeah, from here is the L shapes. All right, we'll learn about it more. So let's talk about the other pieces, the bishop. All right, this is the bishop. The bishop move like star, like this. This is how the bishop move. The light square bishop. You know, we have two type of bishop. One is the light square bishop and the other is the dark square bishop. This move, all right, the board I'm using right now, it's not like light square and dark square, it's light and red. So I mean, the general square is that light and dark square. So this light square bishop can move in two ways, only on light square bishops, on light square, only on light square. So the bishop now, if he has squares to go to, he can come to this square. So this is the only light square he can go to. He operates on light squares. He'll operate on only light squares. So from here, if there's nothing on his way, he can get to the end of the board. If there's nothing on his way, he can just cross applesauce. Light square bishop. Now let's talk about the dark square bishop. The dark square bishop, also just like the light square bishop, he moved on only dark squares. Only dark squares. Only dark squares. Only dark squares. He moved on only dark squares. Wow. What is so beautiful. So beautiful way the pieces can move. The next one is the queen. This one is kind of a little bit itchy because the queen move, every single square is available for the queen. Okay, the queen move like the bishop, both bishop combined and plus the rooks. He moved like the bishops, both on light square, both on dark square, and like the cross. The queen move just like that. Just like that. And how do the queen captures anything on his part? The queen captures anything on light square. The bishop captures anything on L square. The knight captures. Yeah, that is how interesting all of these pieces is. And yeah, the next thing is to see how all of these pieces works. I want to, after this introduction, I want you to tell me where you want me to begin this journey. Hope you have an understanding about chess, and see you based on your comments next. Bye.